Hi, I am Sophia, the avatar of the workspace. Today we offer you an enriching summary of the book The Laws of Human Nature, written by Robert Greene in 2018. Robert Greene is an American author and speaker known for his books on strategy, power, and human psychology. He was born on May 14, 1959, in Los Angeles. He studied at the University of California and then earned a degree in classical literature at the University of Wisconsin. The primary focus of this book is to explore the fundamental dynamics that govern human behavior, and how we can use that knowledge to achieve success and influence in different areas of life. In addition, he has written other famous books, such as The 48 Laws of Power and The 33 Strategies of War. From now on we will know the laws proposed by the author. Number 1. Law of irrationality, that is, dominating the emotional being. We believe ourselves to be rational, but we are not aware of how much our emotions govern us. The author expresses that emotion is necessary and is what makes us human, but when we allow our emotions to consume us, it affects rationality, happiness, and logic. For this reason, he recommends learning to manage our emotions. It describes that there are various triggers that cause an emotional imbalance, which can lead to an irrational reaction. The way to deal with it is to identify the triggers and manage the way we react to them. Number 2. Law of narcissism. This law seeks to transform narcissism into empathy. Narcissists admire themselves, and this prevents their interaction with others. To make this change in a healthy way, we need to develop empathy and show interest in the point of view of others, learn about their lives and interact with a variety of people. 3. Role-playing game law. This law is about seeing through people's masks. The author thinks that it is impossible not to reflect unconscious desires in nonverbal signals. Therefore, we must actively observe and interpret the other person's body language. It is important to be open-minded and adapt to the interlocutor. 4. Law of greed, or becoming something desired. When we get what we want, interest decreases, and we begin to desire something more and pursue what we don't have. Greene believes that the mysterious is perceived as more desirable. Therefore, be exclusive. Too much presence is suffocating, and a degree of absence stimulates interest. This way you will provoke curiosity to know about yourself. As long as you do it, you have the power. 5. Law of defensive attitude. This suggests developing and maintaining flexibility, both in mind and spirit. To be influential, the author recommends eradicating rigid thinking and focusing on the ideas and opinions of others. Never be too proud to ask for advice. When you do, you show respect and appreciation for the wisdom of others. 6. Law of self-sabotage. This law tries to change negative circumstances by changing your attitude. Our way of interpreting the world is a determinant of what happens to us. All human beings have moments of self-doubt, but we can expose ourselves to situations that help us overcome these doubts and generate self-confidence. 7. Law of repression, face the dark side. This law encourages you to face yourself completely, including your dark side. The dark side is those selfish and negative thoughts that we repress. Greene advises establishing a balance between light and dark. For example, use the dark side only at the right moment, when someone offends you or tries to attack you. 8. Law of envy, be careful with the fragility of the ego. We normally compare ourselves to the lives of others. For some this works as motivation, for others it generates feelings of inferiority and frustration that leads to self-sabotage. People who are lazy and undisciplined are much more likely to feel envy. Learn to deflect it by showing gratitude for what you have, empathy for those who have less, and joy for the fortunes of others. 9. Law of conformity or resisting group attraction. We all have a social personality. We usually imitate what others say and do. We worry about fitting in. The author recommends accepting the human need to belong, but highlights that it is important to develop individuality. 10. Law of aggression. See the hostility behind the friendly facade. Many people show aggression when they don't get what they want or when their expectations are not met. Learn to identify violent people by observing their reaction to frustrating situations. Channel aggression only to defend yourself. 11. Law of denial of death. We avoid the thought of death because it represents the greatest uncertainty, but we must recognize that at some point we are going to die. Understanding the brevity of existence gives us a sense of purpose. By becoming aware of this reality, we live life's experiences more intensely. We learn to focus on what we want and enjoy our loved ones. Embrace every moment of pain and adversity, because they are all opportunities to learn, and everything happens for a reason. This book provides deep insight into human nature and how we can use that knowledge to improve our personal and professional relationships. We certainly recommend reading it and knowing each of these laws in depth. Subscribe to our channel and tell us what you learned today. Thank you very much for joining us in this video. See you later.